Hey everyone, this is Prince Watercress, and welcome back to Let's Play X-Men Mutant Apocalypse. In the last episode, we finished off the first stage of the game. We went through the Genosian camp and fought off some aliens, or whatever those things were, and we also took down Tusk and the Tuskettes so we can get further into the prison. For this next one, we're going to fight Apocalypse, and I'm going to choose Beast for this one, and I have my reasons for doing so, and you'll soon see why. When you start the stage here, the place shakes, and you hear a rushing sound from behind. You are being chased after by a giant river of lava, and it touches you, it's instant death. To make matters worse, you have to punch all these walls out of existence. Also, X-Plate here. Just get on the ceiling with Beast, you can take them down in 3 punches. And, wow, I thought I would reach that thing. You should be able to take them down in at least 2 or 3 punches. Also, get to the ledge here, and you should be able to get that second X-Plate. Now, you want to get up to high ground soon, because that lava will soon hit that wall at the bottom there. And from here, you can go either left or right. You want to go to the left, but before you can get the X-Plate, you're going to have to fight your way out of here. Use your crouching punch with Beast. That way you can fight all these guys off at once and keep them all at bay rather easily. And I just got the X-Plate. Good. There are actually 5 that you can grab in this stage. And you also want to be very careful here because there are also guys with guns here. And that guy with the gun managed to get a few shots on me, but that's alright. Once again, you want to use some crashing attacks here, because you're getting some of the harder enemies more often at this point. Now, when you start going through here, you want to be very careful because there is a river of lava and you want to be very careful. That first one, that 4th X-Plate there to the left, it's the first of 2, I meant to say. And there's the 5th one there if you keep to the right. Here's the top. From here, we get to face Apocalypse. And here is my reasoning for why I pick Apocalypse. You're going to see why real soon. Close enough. I was going to do a dashing headbutt to do even more damage, but so be it. He has 3 attacks. He has that short-range one, which will damage you to the touch. He has a medium-range attack, which has you attacking you with that little drill arm there. And I can't believe I managed to get that shot off. And the far-range attack, which is that fireball he tried to shoot at me at the start. What I was trying to do was, I was trying to jump in close to him, hit him with a jumping punch on the way down, then jump straight up, hit him 3 times while in midair, do the first 2 punches of the standing combo, and then do the dashing headbutt. Instead, I accidentally did the drop kick. If I had managed to get the dashing headbutt in time, or rather properly in that instance, I would have taken down nearly half of his health bar in one go. Apocalypse's attack pattern is really reliant on RNG. It's pretty random. He comes out of that near-range attack at random times. Sometimes it may come out of immediately, other times you may have to wait a couple of seconds. If you're using anybody other than Beast, which, by the way, if you're taking down the walls in the very beginning of that stage, it may take you a little while longer because not everybody is as strong. And, of course, you can't do 3 punches while walking on the ceiling either, because that makes it easier even if you're playing as Beast. You can definitely use some ranged attacks on him, but you want to be very, very careful regardless of who you're using against him, because his attacks are quite swift. You have little time to dodge any of them. I managed to kind of keep him at bay so that, not at bay, but rather nearby so that pretty much almost always use the near-range attack, the one where he sprouts the spikes out of his body. So that way I wouldn't have to deal with the drill attack, which is very tough to dodge. Anyway, I've been in the password screen for pretty long, so let's go ahead and head on down to what's next. We're not done yet, believe it or not. Releasing all the prisoners and starting diplomatic talks with the Genosian government was only the first step in this, as you're soon going to see. As soon as Professor X congratulates you, we're going to meet a very familiar foe. And here he is. Enter Magneto. Pretty much one of the greatest antagonists in the history of the X-Men franchise. Unlike Professor Charles Xavier, aka Professor X, who wants both humans and mutants to live together in harmony, Magneto would much rather destroy all of the humans so that the mutants have the world for themselves. His plot here is to basically destroy Genosha within 24 hours if they do not give in to his demands. He gives us time to get all of the captured mutants out of there because he does not want to harm any fellow mutants. He does want to nuke all the humans, however. So now we have a new problem to deal with, and that's stop Magneto and his delusions of grandeur yet again. But in order to do that, we need to find out where he is. So we're going to have to return to base and do a few things. What are those few things, you ask? Well, we're going to have to do some training. We get to see some other antagonist mutants and fight them, or rather simulations of them, in the Danger Room. And here's Omega Red. We get to face him first. And he also appeared in the first two Marvel vs. Capcom games. That far-range grab of his was very annoying, and he has something like that up his sleeve as well. So we're going to have to fight him before we can do anything else, and I try to figure out what was the best strategy for him, and for this one, I'm going to use Cyclops. And he's actually simpler than you would think. When he gets close, you want to use a slide kick. As long as you keep the center of Cyclops' leg on him, you'll be able to get at least 5 hits in, and you can always knock him down. When you knock him down, he'll come back up and he'll transport to one of 3 locations. Left side, right side, or center. He does have a few attacks though. He can actually grab you and suck out your life force and basically heal himself, either by sticking one of his little tentacles through the floor or by grabbing you directly with one of them from some distance. And he can also swing one of his little tentacles up and down to hit you. But because I'm doing so much damage to him and basically keeping from attacking, none of those things are going to happen. Easy perfect. And we get another password, because no way of knowing how long that would take you, especially on your first time through. But we're not done with the Danger Room yet. We get to fight a simulation of Juggernaut. He was in the fighting games as well. And I believe he was the boss of X-Men Children of the Atom, one of the games that started the whole Marvel vs. Capcom fighting series. So, for this one, I'm going to use Gambit. Yeah, I've been using Cyclops, Gambit, basically Cyclops and Beast a lot. Anyway, for this one, I'm going to get on one of the top two platforms and jump to the near side of the other one. And you want to hit him with crouching attacks. You're basically going to leap from the far side of the one you're on to the near side of the other platform. With any luck, if you can hit him while he's got in that little uppercut animation, you can get a free hit on him. You can usually get up to 2 crashing strikes on the guy. Yeah, the Danger Room simulations are easier than one would think. Also, I do like that you actually go through all of the locations as you fight in the Danger Room, like it cycles through all of them. And of course, they're basically variations of places you've been in throughout the game. Most of them from like the very beginning when you're initially split up. I like how there's like ground right there. Whoa, and I nearly messed the pattern up right there. And I thought he was going to start rushing it towards me. But I managed to take control of the fact that he had very little health, and I was on the ground at the time to get a full combo in. And there you go. It is possible to get the perfect on him with Gambit. Just so you know. I mean, I was able to do it in the practice run, but wasn't so lucky here, but I still did a good job. And now that we're done in the Danger Room, Professor X has found out where Magneto is. He is aboard his orbiting space station known as the Avalon. We're going to head down there and face Magneto himself. We are pretty much at the end of the game now. This is the final area. And once again, just like at the beginning of the game, you're going to split up and take on different parts of the ship. But that will have to wait. Oh, I forgot about this cutscene. Apparently, Magneto is expecting us. And we also get to see this guy as well. This is Exodus. And he's basically in cahoots with Magneto. We're going to be facing him soon enough. Of course, that will have to wait until the next video. So, join me next time when we head down to the Avalon. Take down a whole bunch of Magneto's acolytes, fight off Exodus, and hopefully take on Magneto himself. I will be going through all 5 sections, so I will be using all 5 characters, because they all have their own interesting terrains and obstacles, and their own mini-bosses. Until then, this is Prince Watercress. Take care, stay safe, and thanks for watching!